everyone. My name is Katy and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody has had a wonderful week. Today is Friday, May the 1st. So we have blown by 4 months of 2026 already. What do you think about that, Chaunda?
I cannot believe it's May already.
Well, no, isn't that crazy? It's like,
Unreal.
yeah, I thought we just had January and here we are in freaking May, It's hilarious. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope everybody has a great weekend this weekend. Tonight, Chaunda and I will be doing Sewcialites 3 blocks 9 and 10. She's doing 9 on the live and I'm doing 10 on the live. However, I am exchanging out block 10, which is the berry, for a block out of Sewcialites 2 because I don't want to make a strawberry, put it that way. So I'm going to do this block. This block is from Sewcialites 2. It's called the Hope block. And that right there is what it's going to look like. And that'll replace my berry block. The one that Chaunda's doing, that I'll do after I finish this block, is this one is called, this is block number 9, called Daylight Block, and it's super pretty. It's going to be lots of fun making it, but this is the finished block right here. That's what we'll be doing too. She's going to make this on the live, and then she'll do the other block behind it. I don't know. Have you already made the other block?
Block 10? No. The berry block? No.
Yeah.
But so I'll probably cut it and make it on stream because my block is super easy.
Yeah, I feel like these blocks are super simple. So more than likely, she and I will do both of them on the live, which is fine. But we always start out with her doing the odd block and me doing the even block, and then we do the opposite ones offline. But the last couple of times we've had enough time to do both blocks, which is fine. So if we have enough time today, that's probably what we're going to do. So Chaunda, did you have a good week, and have you had a chance to work on anything? And
Not really. I've had a busy week. I have not had a lot of time to do any crafting whatsoever. Some of you may or may not know, but I'm going to be a grandmother soon. My daughter is due June 3rd. And so I am planning her baby shower, which is next weekend. So most of the time that I do have has been planning that. And then I have a sick family member that I've been helping with. So I have not had time to do much of anything. I have not sewn since the last time I was on live with Katy. I have not touched my sewing machine.
So is your daughter in need of anything for her baby shower?
I mean,
hit me up because I'll send something through Amazon.
No, I mean, she's got a registry, but
well, then send me the registry, and I'm not going to have you put me off on this one. Not happening.
Right. I'll send it to you. That way you
because every new mom needs a little extra oomph from people. So yeah, she's first time mom, if I understand right?
Yeah, she should get some she should work out pretty well. A lot of her big stuff has gotten purchased. I know my mom got the bassinet and stuff already, and some other stuff, and so we'll see.
Yeah. Do you know none of my kids would sleep in a bassinet because it would make that crackling noise, even though I wrapped that little tiny mattress up multiple times and patted it, they still would not sleep in it. They slept in their cribs. It was funny. Every time I put them in the bassinet, they'd scream bloody murder. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen. And it was all of them.
It's one of those like combination. It's one of those combination where it's like a playpen and a bassinet.
Oh, cool.
So it's multi-use type thing. Yep. So
that's great. Okay. Anything new in my end? I got some sleep. Actually, let's see, what was last night? Thursday. So I ended my live and I was asleep about an hour later. I didn't stay up and watch anyone else's live. I went to bed and then I didn't wake up until, I'm not going to say when I wake up, just put it this way. I got a lot of sleep that I needed. My eyes feel somewhat better. They're still bothering me, but they're not as bad as they was yesterday. And the weather has cleared and the snow has already melted. Let me see, what's our temperature today? It is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So maybe old man winter will finally let go of us. So let me say hi to everyone in the chat. Janet was the first one in the chat. And hello to you. Hello, Raven. Welcome, Cindy Good. Hello, Gladys. It's good to see you also. Hello, Denise. And Denise says, congratulations, Chaunda. Lynn, hello, hello. Hi, Mona. How are you doing? Then yep, we're all, and how exciting for you, Chaunda, says Cindy. Yeah, super exciting. You're going to be a grandma.
No,
this is your first one, right?
probably my only. It might be my only. I don't know.
You need to pamper the crap out of that baby.
Well, he's gonna be living with me, so I can't send him home if he's spoiled. So I can't get too bad.
Do we already know the sex?
Yeah, he's a boy.
Okay.
And his name is gonna be Jalen.
Oh, that's a pretty name. Pretty. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Shauna's going to start on hers, and Shauna, if you let me know if you want to show them what you're going to do.
Sure.
I'm going to show them. So on my block, there's only 4 half square triangles involved in this block. We have squares and we have rectangles. So I'm going to just do the usual 2 at a time half square triangles without paper today because there's only 4 triangles, so there's no point in me using paper. It's only when I have a zillion of them to make. So I've already, for those that are new, you need to draw a vertical line across the back side of your background. And what I've done is drawn 2 lines. I don't bother with the center line because I can line up the ruler to cut it. And you're going to sew on the vertical. I'm sorry, diagonal, my bad. You're going to sew on the diagonal line on both because that'll be your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then you're going to chop the block right in half on the diagonal. That's after you sew this to the other side. And what you're going to do after you've drawn the line, you're going to go ahead, put these face to face. Now with batiks, it really doesn't matter which side you put on here because sometimes you can see a little slight variation in color. A lot of times you can't tell, so don't really be stressing out about that if you can't tell which is the front and which is the back. And go ahead and put them back to back. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sew them on the diagonal, like I said, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Over to you if you want to say anything.
Sure. My block is super simple. Basically, we're just making a 9 patch. So you got the whites, and then the middle colors are all the prints. And then once you make the 9 patch, you're just going to snowball 2 of the corners. So really easy block. I'll probably have it done in like 10 minutes. Maybe less.
Yeah, I'm thinking these blocks are going to go pretty well. Now, as I mentioned, I'm substituting my block 10 for a different block, and Chaunda will show you what the berry one is because I didn't even bother to print the berry one.
Yeah, I have to cut that out. I haven't cut it yet. So I'm going to sew the first block, and then I'll cut the berry block. But I have chosen my fabrics that I'm going to use for it. So
yeah. So how's everybody's week been? Tell us how your week's been. Tell us what you've been working on, if you've been working on anything. Or if you have anything exciting you would like to share, you can share that with us too. And Rita has now been a member of the channel for 16 months. Thank you for sticking with me, Rita. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And hi, Robin. It's good to see you in here today. And hello, Rita. Hello, Happy. Good to see you. Lynn says, that's great, Katie. You need the rest. Yeah, I did. I was burning on a short end of a candle. It was about to go out. Usually what happens if I have too many weeks of no sleep, I'll end up doing one of those 12-hour sleeps. And I probably could have stayed in bed today, but nope, I got up.
I overslept today.
Uh-oh. You didn't get in trouble, did you?
No.
Okay.
I slept through all my alarms.
Sometimes that happens. You just flat out don't hear it. You want to hear something funny? I was dreaming that I ordered a delivery from Qaqortoq today, and it wasn't snowing when I ordered it, and then it was snowing like mad and having a blizzard. And the person who was delivered was covered in snow, and all of the front door was covered in snow. Isn't that a funny dream to have? It's like, and when I woke up, I'm like, wait, and I go look out the front door, it's not snowing. I was like, oh, that was a dream. Like, wow. It's like, I think I'm really wishing for the snow to stop and us just go ahead and get into spring, you know?
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
So what I've done here is I sewed on the diagonal, and now I'm cutting these in half, and we'll end up with 4 half square triangles. And then I will finger press them open, cut the ears off, and then take them to the iron to heat them up so they can get flat. Robin says, just got back from the doctor's. My grandson has a sinus infection. Man, them are nothing to play with.
I know that sucks.
Sure does. Sinus infections really do suck. Man, these are some tiny half square triangles. 1.5 by 1.5 according to this. Where's my seam roller? And I got another package yesterday in the mail. And I know it got here fast. So next week, y'all stay tuned. There's going to be some Happy Mail to open because I'm going to do them all at once. You'll get a notification of when I'm doing that. I have plans. I'm waiting on a couple more things. Someone's sending me a specially made crochet hook kit. Can't wait to see that. Katy, cutting off ears. Oh no, half square triangles. Hide, hurry. She has the Sharpie stuff. Yes, I do, Rita. And Mona says, I hope he gets better soon, Robin.
How old is he?
Yeah, how old is he, Robin?
If he's a baby, I know he's super miserable.
Being stuffed up as a baby makes him really cranky. Well, actually, it makes us adults cranky. Y'all don't forget to answer my little poll question. I'm probably going to do 2 tonight since we haven't done any vocabulary words in a while. And yes, I know some of y'all are going to find that boring. I can't wait to share the answer to this one because then I'm going to give you a big, long hoopla about it. I love big words. What was your favorite subject in high school, Chaunda?
Math.
Cool.
I was a math person.
Did you see my little scrappy block example? Check it out.
Bigger. Hold on, I gotta pin it because I can barely see it. Hold on. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, see?
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be lots of fun for everyone. I know everybody's stressing about, oh my God, what's she going to make us do? That's pretty cool, I think. Rama says, I'm more worried about the fever. Yeah, the fever can be a problem. If you can get the fever down, then you can just stay on top of it with your Tylenol. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these over to the iron real quick, and we're going to press them after I finger press them. And yeah, and then we'll get to putting this together. I'll show you what this is going to look like. Oh, and the iron, of course, is asleep.
Oh, he's 14, Robin. Poor baby.
Teenager.
Poor kiddo.
He's probably missing some school. Rama says, awesome, Katy. Yeah, I think it's awesome too. It looks good. It's going to be fun. Come on, iron, wake up. I think my iron is going to bite the dust soon the way it's been acting. Probably a good thing I'm going to Denmark because I'm going to come back with a mini iron.
I wanted one of those mini Alisos so bad.
Yeah, I saw one at one of the fabric stores in Denmark on the internet. So I'm thinking, I got to get Nikolai to show me where it is because it looks like it's somewhere in Copenhagen. And if it is, then I'll truck my behind over there. And if she is out of them, then I'll find a department store of some kind that sells traveling irons because I hear a traveling iron is small.
Yeah, I got my little travel iron off of Amazon. I wanted the Aliso, but I think it was at the time they were, because there was a point where they were like sold out, like during the pandemic, like you couldn't get them.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, they were like $20 more, and I was like, I'm not paying $80 for a mini iron.
It's just crazy, $80. I think it's crazy to pay $80 for a regular iron.
Yeah, I think it's like $79. I think that's what it is now.
This iron is not heating up. Come on. I'm waiting on it to make this little popping noise it likes to make, and then I know it's heating up.
I did pay for my regular Aliso, but only because I would burn myself on the other iron because it would be on its heel. And I would I always kept burning myself. So I was like, I'm gonna get this thing.
I won a Panasonic 360 that's sitting in California, hasn't even been took out of its box. I think I'm gonna sell it. Either sell it or give it away as a giveaway. Since I can't bring it here. It can't run off of our electricity.
Oh.
Let me unplug this and plug it back in and see if that don't trigger it. Well, still not heating up. Come on. You are wasting my time. What's Chaunda working on? She is working on block 9, which is the berry.
No, block 10 is the berry.
Not berry. Sorry. I'm supposed to be working on the berry. She's working on the number 9 daylight block, which is this one. Hang on a minute. I'll put it up to the camera. This is what she's doing.
I gotta go help my cousin move tomorrow. Jesus.
You got your plate full lately.
Yeah. And then So this weekend is the move. Next weekend is the baby shower, and the weekend after that, Adrian and I are meeting, going with a friend of ours, another couple, to see a Braves game. So the next 3 weekends are going to be like busy for me.
Your family vacation doesn't happen till July though, right? Or is it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I know I'll be gone part of June, and then when I come back, you'll be leaving, I think.
Yep, I think it's the first week in July.
Yeah. All right, this iron's not heating up. I don't know why. Maybe it'll decide to wake up at some point. So I'll just have to do without it for right now. I don't have time for this. Good thing I'm working with batiks today. Okay, let's get this block laid out. All right. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Do you have plans set that you got something going on this weekend? Tell us what you're doing this weekend. Or are you just gonna take a good chilling out? That block. Wait a minute. Oh, I might need to trim these half square triangles. Let me see if I need to trim them. Yep, I'll need to trim them. I didn't catch that. Just where's my ruler at? Looks like they need trimming down. I just noticed that. It's like they're a little bit bigger than my strips. It shouldn't be. But just a little bit of trimming, not a big amount of trimming does it need. What I like about Fat Quarter Shop, they do it so you can trim it down and make it, you know, without having a hot mess.
Right.
And their patterns are free, which is even better. Yes, it's plugged in. It's flashing. And she says it's a joke. It's plugged in. It's just, I think it's trying to take a vacation. It doesn't want any of my abuse today.
I was wrong about my block. I didn't pay attention. I'm snowballing 4 corners. I'm gonna have to cut 2 more squares.
Uh-oh. That is a cool looking block, especially if you use bright colors with it. Hello, Ace Florida. How are ya? Question for Katy or Chaunda. Do you think it would look strange if some of the blocks did not use white as a background on this so long for Sewcialites? Nope, because I'm not using white. I am using turquoise, a very light color one.
Because I'm only using white because I'm going completely scrappy.
Yeah, you're not required to use white.
Just whatever you decide, just think about your setting triangles that you're going to have at the end.
Mm-hmm. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else's question.
I need to clean my space. I don't even have space to work.
Hiya, Dira. It's good to see you.
Hiya, Dira. Hi, chat.
I hope I'm saying her name right. Okay, looks like I caught everybody that slipped in just now. She says, I am referring to using white on some, but not all. No, there's no set rule about these blocks. Not at all. You can get as creative as you want to. They all don't have to be white. I mean, you don't have to you don't have to use the same background on all of them. Do you? Get creative, make it pretty.
As long as you like it, then it's going to be fine.
Yep, exactly. Oh, sorry, I misread that, Denise. So sorry. I thought I missed something else being said. So anyway, what is everybody planning on working on for the weekend since today is Friday? It's right now it has the light on like it's heating up. But when I set it up here, it's stone cold. It looks like it's supposed to be heating up, but that's not what it's doing. It's just sitting there doing nothing. Like it's still asleep. So I have no idea. I feel like it was when it does heat up, sometimes it gets really hot when it shouldn't be as hot as I think it is. So it might be wearing out because I use the heck out of it. And it's just one of those, this one's a Tefal cordless. That beeping that y'all usually hear is my iron beeping, and it hasn't even done that right now. So it makes me think it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is annoying. All right, so I needed to trim just a little bit off of these triangles. Trim them down just a hair because they needed to be 1.5 squared. Find it interesting I'm working with small half square triangles again because that's what I was messing with last night. All right, now let's try resetting this block up. All right. This here, and then get our rectangles put in like so. All right, now we're going to put one of the squares down here at the bottom and right here like this. You'll see what this is going to look like here in just a minute, and I'll spotlight it when I get it all put together. Let's make sure I got these triangles turned in the right direction. Okay, we'll have this one done. And basically I'll be sewing these in quadrants so that I don't get them all mixed up or turned around. And then we're going to have this one in the corner up here. And then the other side is going to be, the half square triangle is going to be up here in the corner, while the square is going to be down here. And then like this, and like this. Making sure this looks right. Oh, that's turned the wrong way. Thought something didn't look right. Okay, now let me spotlight it real quick so you can have a look, quick peek. So basically we'll sew this to this and this to this, and then you'll sew them together like that. And you'll do all 4 of them like that. And then you'll sew the 2 together. And then you'll have this left right here to sew together. And then it'll be a complete block.
There she goes.
What do you think?
Block.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cute.
It's called Hope, and it's by April Rosenthal of Prairie Grass Patterns. And this came from Sewcialites too, because that's what I decided to substitute with. All right, so I'm gonna get to sewing this together and let me unspotlight myself again. Switch sewing machine foots. And put my 1/4 inch foot on here. Switch the sewing machine to 1/4 inch. And we are ready to sew. Now, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. Can I get a blue jacket? No. I only have about 6 moderators, AC Florida. I don't need a whole channel full of them. I'm like Kevin. I only have a few.
What's the blue jacket?
And if I'm talking about being a moderator, your name turns blue when you're a moderator.
Gotcha.
Don't take offense to that. It's just we don't need a channel full of blue. Yeah, we don't need a channel full of moderators. It's not needed. Now, if I needed help, I'd be more than happy to put you in there. But I got that covered.
Let's see.
And the ones that are moderators are here nearly in every one of my lives. Wait a minute. What the? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we got these on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back in the order I did it in so we don't get things mixed up here. And I am going to be pressing my seam open. And I'm hoping that iron will decide to wake up. Otherwise, that means I got to go buy an iron tomorrow that I didn't want to buy. Because can't be without an iron.
That's what happened with my first Aliso. It died. Like it has like a little flashing light. And then when it stops flashing, it means it's hot. And the light just never stopped flashing and the iron just never heated up. But I was still within the window, the warranty window. So they just let me get a new one. They basically just sent me my money back and I could just buy whatever I wanted. I just bought another Aliso.
Look who's here. Hey, Janice.
Hey, Andrea. Hey, Janice.
Janice, you've been missed, girlfriend. How you doing? I hope everything's good. And hello to Mona 2.0. She's here also. And did you say Andrea was in here?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Andrea. I'm going to take a picture of this little scrappy block after the live tonight, and I'll email it to you. The example one that I made last night during the live.
Ace, drop your link in the chat to your channel.
Yeah. Type with Janice, you can type exclamation Janice. With AC, if you have a channel, you can type exclamation selfie. So those of you that are channel creators, type exclamation selfie. Now, Those of you who know you're in the bot, you can just type your name, like with Rita, it'd be exclamation Rita or exclamation Janice, because you're in the bot. Some of you are in the bot and some are not. If you've been interviewed, you're in the bot. All right. Looks like I'm not going to be able to watch the chat on the other laptop. It's giving me trouble. I'm going to have to do it on this one, and I really didn't want to. But I might have to, whether I like it or not. Yeah, actually, might as well go ahead and get it done over with. Let's do this. I'm going to take out the, we are going to pop out the chat. And then shrink up my Zoom screen a little bit. Oh, and I need to unspotlight myself. Oops. Okay. Hey, Geraldine. It's good to see you also. And hello. Oh, look at here. Kevin's in here. Mayday, mayday, mayday. It's good to see you, Kevin. And Kevin is in the bot. So to chat. Y'all visit Kevin's channel as well.
I saw you hit another milestone, Katy.
I know the milestones keep coming. I got an email from YouTube 2 days ago telling me that I had hit 550,000 views.
Congratulations.
Isn't that crazy?
I think it's awesome.
Thing is when you think about that's over 500,000 views, it just boggles my brain.
You put a lot of work into your channel, Katy, so you deserve everything that's coming.
Yeah. It's just crazy. I'm surprised. I'm like, who watches me? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm about to get this backwards here. This is supposed to be over here like that, and this like that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these smaller pieces. So this to this one to this one, this one to this one, and this one to this one. Then we can sew each of these pieces together to make the quadrants. So let's do this first. Now the iron is flashing red after it was staying solid. I think I'm going to have to crack my front door. It's hot in this house. Denise doesn't have a channel on AC Florida. Denise, did you? Oh, Denise asked Denise, did you finish your schooling? And Denise said, I had to go back home. My dad is not well. Denise, I took a leave of absence, hoping to resume in the future. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about this, Denise.
I'm sorry about that, Janice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That means you went back home to home. You went back to home country, right?
I've been seeing her posts. Like she has been doing like community posts. I've seen those.
Sometimes life just gets in the way of everything.
It really does.
Especially when you're trying to expand yourself. How's the weather there right now, Janice? Trying to remember which island she came from. There's more than one person that's a quilter that's from the islands. I get them backwards. I know. I think it's Leanna that, or no, it's Lisa that goes to Puerto Rico. I think. Rita says I posted to Discord, but my granddaughter Aria has to have the brain surgery after all. I'm so sorry about that, Rita.
Sorry about that, Rita.
Okay, got this side one done. Now, Leanna goes to Puerto Rico. Okay, I get them backwards. The weather in Jamaica is great right now. So beautiful.
I bet.
Ooh, I would love to see some video or pictures of Janice. I've always wanted to go to Jamaica because I think that would be fun to go see that place.
I've been there, but only on a cruise.
That has to, they have to remove the stent she has had for 14 years. It came out of the ventricle.
What?
She has a stent on her head.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Surgery is such a dramatical thing. My sister is doing a lot better, says AC Florida, after 6 or 5 years ago. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that too. Definitely prayers to your father, Janice, and prayers to whose grandson has the sinus infection, and your was it your
Rita's
sister
granddaughter.
who had the stent, Rita? I didn't catch which family
Was
member
it daughter or granddaughter, Rita?
Prayers to your family member. I'll put them in my list tonight. Well, she's just had a tough life, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She had water on the brain. Her granddaughter at the age of 3 weeks. She's had 6 brain surgeries for the age of 1, and now she's having seizures. Oh, well, my prayers to you and your granddaughter and your daughter.
Yep, lots of prayers.
Because I know it's got to be difficult as a mom to go through that. So
Shanice says, Rita, praying for Aria and the family. Andrea says, Chaunda, add us to your prayer list, please. Did you hear about my daughter?
yes, I did. And I will, you've already been in my prayers, but I will definitely say another.
Yep, we've been praying about you, Andrea. how's your block coming along, Chaunda?
Finished it.
Oh, well, let me spotlight you so they can see what it looks like. Hold on. Look at you. I spent too much time talking is what I've been doing. That looks wonderful. Love it.
Yeah, I really like, I think this might be my favorite block so far.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm probably going to have to lay my blocks out differently than Kimberly did.
Yeah.
So that I don't have like the same fabrics near each other.
Yep. Robin says she loves that, Chaunda. And Mona 2.0 says beautiful.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it. Now I'm cutting out the strawberry block.
Yep. And Raven says cute. Shanice says lovely. Mine will be together here in a minute, and then I can start working on that same block you just finished. I think I'm gonna make mine colorful too. Each block will be a different color. Hi, Vicky Bush. How are you? Raven says, now everyone calls you Mona 2.0. Yep. And the last night it was pretty comical because Mona from Mona Did What came in first as Mona Did What. Then she came in later as Mona's Senior Moments. And she says, this is Mona 3.0. It was pretty funny. And Vicky Bush says, that's a beautiful block, Chaunda.
Thank you, Vicky.
Hanging in there, she says. And AC Florida says, wow. Oh, speaking of Mona 3.0, look who's in here.
You done talked her up.
Yep. Was your ears burning, Mona? She says, hi, everyone, lurking. Ah, so she was already sitting in here. Okay, now I got all these pinned. Now I can sew them. Okay, let's do this. I'm really enjoying this particular Sewcialites. You know that?
Yeah, me too.
It's not as complicated as past ones have been.
Yeah,
and this one, even though this one is from Sewcialites too, it's super simple.
I didn't even try Sewcialites too because I was just so over the first one.
Yeah, I think I might have made one or two of them. I had intended on doing them last year, and then Katy had too many projects going on for the channel. So it's like something got ditched, and that's what got ditched.
Yeah, this is way more enjoyable to me.
Yeah. I think us doing together's kept us motivated.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would be further behind if we weren't like sewing this together.
Yep. And the other thing is, like I said, it's so much simpler. It's not so much technical in it. It's very, to me, very for anyone who's a beginner, they can do these blocks.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no
This would
problem.
be a great beginner project.
Yes, definitely.
Because it's just one block a week and you get to learn, you know, different things, different techniques and stuff like that, and different ways to put blocks together. But it's still super simple.
Let's see if this iron bothered to wake up. Nope, still asleep. I'm beginning to think it might be broke.
I think it might be kaput, Katie.
I don't want to go buy another one. They're so pricey. I was hoping I could wait till we went to Denmark, you know, and I'd have more of a choice of irons because the choice here is not that big. I need it to get hot because I need to press these. Been waiting, what, a half an hour now for it to heat up, and it's still not heated up. I absolutely think it might be dead. Even though
like it.
Yeah, I'll be going to the store tomorrow before my live because I can't be without an iron. That would be.
We're not neighbors. I could just give you one of mine.
I know, right? That's the downside to living in the middle of nowhere when that's not attached to any other place. Rita says, interesting. I thought most everyone had already done Sewcialites 1 and 2. Some of us done parts of both of them. Just
I think I did the first one. Maybe like 10 or 12 blocks, maybe.
Yeah, I think I got about 10 or 11 blocks in on the first one.
I just got tired because like I was doing the 3.5 inch block, and like it would take me like an hour or 2 hours to cut and sew the block together because it was just so small and there were so many pieces.
Wait a minute. I need to. Oh, I was wondering what you was talking about, Mona. Mona 2.0 says funeral arrangements has been made. Trumpet talking about my iron. See, the first one I had, the carpet that we have in the craft room that we're going to have to throw away. It's made of this because I have a same one here in the other part of this living room. It's made of some kind of, I don't know, synthetic stuff. And so I accidentally knocked my iron on the floor and it landed with the hot side onto the carpet. And so when I took it off the carpet, there was this big iron mark, and on the side of, or on the flat part of the iron that's hot, it was stuck on stuff from the rug. There was no way I would have gotten it off. That's why I had to go buy another iron because I had dropped it on the floor. I'm like, irons and iron. The thing is, irons are not cheap.
At least it wasn't your sewing machine.
Yeah. See, look at here. Totally dead.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
But it's acted up on you before, right? So it's
yeah,
been
there was a couple
out.
Yeah, recently it's been where it's not heating up or it goes to sleep and then I can't get it to wake up.
So it's been telling you it's on its way out.
Yep. And I've been hearing it make popping little noises. So it makes me think it was, and that would explain why it gets overly hot. Maybe it definitely must have been on its way out. And I'm just trying to squeeze it for all I keep. Uh-oh, that's wrong. There we go. Now I got it turned the right way. So we're just gonna have to live without it tonight. And I'll go get a new one.
You're working with batiks and they're nice and crispy, so.
Oh yeah, this is good thing it is batiks and not cotton. I would have a hot mess with the cotton. Well, maybe not. Not if I did it properly. Okay, there we are so far. That's going to look interesting.
Oh, you changed from your mandala in the back.
My mandala, you just now noticed that. Oh, yeah. My mandala, me and Nikolai took it off the wall a day before you left, and we have it wrapped in a sheet so that I can transport it from here down to the community center on the day before I think we're going to move it on the 9th, me and my boss, because I was invited to show it at the local knitting show that's going to happen on the 10th. And then we'll bring it back and set it back in the where we got it at right now. And then when Nikolai gets home, we can put it back on the wall. You should have seen me. He says, I could see the look on your face. It's going to be fine. But he knew I was stressing. Because I was worried that the hula hoop would come apart, and then I'd be stuck re-sewing that whole thing back on again, because it took me 2 days to sew that thing on there.
Jeez.
And I had to do it sitting on the bed because that was the only thing big enough to lay it on. Someone just came in. Hello, Starling. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And Linda's here. It's good to see you also, Linda. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Starling. Hi, Lynn.
And Starling says, rest in peace to the carpet. Yeah. Remember to like the stream and sip your water, she says. Y'all don't forget to do the poll. No looking it up. Just take a guess. It'll be fun learning something new. We're probably going to do 2 of these definition things tonight. And I guarantee you the other one, I know all of you have heard it. So I'm pretty sure you'll know the answer to it. And they're saying hello to each other. And I am pinning. Okay, we got that one done. One thing about this block is part of this, you're not having to match up seams. Some parts you are, but some parts you're not. I didn't even notice that until just now. What's everybody having for dinner today? Since it's Friday, May the 1st. You remember the old, I don't know if you ever heard this saying or not, Chaunda, April showers bring on Mayflowers.
Yep. And what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims.
Yep. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for dropping in.
Hi, Lisa.
Okay. AC Florida said I had a pizza. And Vicky saying, rest in peace, iron. Starling says pork chops and broccoli. Ooh, yum.
Sounds good.
She says she's just stopping in for a minute to pay the rent. Thank you, Lisa. And then ACFL says connected to Starling. Vicky Bush says Chinese. Then they're saying hi to each other again. All right. Now all we got to do now is sew these two together. Uh-oh, something's wrong. I got this backwards, looks like. No, we're all right. I thought for a minute I didn't. Okay. It would have been nice to get the iron to this though.
At least if you do end up getting a travel iron eventually, if something happens to your main iron, you'll have at least some kind of backup.
Shouldn't be, because as far as I know, I turned all that crap off, Denise. Hold on a minute. Let me go look. Yep, it's off, so I don't know why you're getting them unless you're refreshing your screen multiple times. Speaking of which, I need to add something in here anyway. I forgot to do something. Oops, wrong keyboard. Did Donna cancel her live for tonight? Because I don't see a link for tonight's live. Anyone know the answer to that? Because I was about to put that in there. I might not have to worry about hurrying up and getting done. I know you have to go. What time you got to leave?
I gotta go on time.
Okay.
Like I have to be like away from this desk by
At
7:30.
7:30?
Yeah.
Is it 6:30 or 7:30 when you need to leave?
7:30.
Okay. All right. We're good to go still, which is 8, 9, 10:30 my time. Okay. I don't see Donna's live on here. Nope, I don't see that she's live tonight. That's interesting. Okay, back to what I was doing before I got sidetracked. I want to eat at Rita's house, says Cindy. Lynn said she had smash burgers last night and think tonight is chops and rice. Rita says she's having chicken fettuccine Alfredo with broccoli and mushrooms. That does sound yummy.
That sounds good.
That sounds real yummy. Becca, yeah, I can run it till Becca. Let me see what time Becca starts. What time does Becca's live start? Because I think it's 11 my time it starts. Yeah, she starts at 11 my time. Okay, I can do that. That's what I can do. I'll just dump everybody there. Okay, so I have plenty of time to sew even when Chaunda, because I'll probably stay and sew a while if after Chaunda leaves. I still have plenty to sew on. And then I'll just dump everybody over to Becca. Okay, we got that out of the way. All right, let's get back on track. Love the #1 PFP ace. My favorite character was always #3 growing up. Hey, Dubrovka, it's good to see you.
Hi, Dubrovka.
Lynn says yes. Donna canceled her live. Okay. All right, so that means I get to sew for a bit longer. Yay. Because now I am wide awake and raring to go. Nora's pouting because you should have seen her look at me when she saw what I put in her bowl today. Like, Mom, that's all I get? Okay. Well, I'm pinning this. Let's read the question for tonight that I've got in the poll tonight. So, what does epistemology mean? Does it mean oncology? Does it mean astrology? Or does it mean knowledge study? Or does it mean theology? Which one of these are? So, if you've not voted yet, vote on the poll because after we, in a little bit, I'm going to give you the answer to this one, and then you're going to get a new question, another word. Well, I think the second one I'm going to show on the poll, you guys should know because you've heard it on movies and everything else. And right now, there's been 30 votes. So don't forget to vote. And we're about to have this here block done too. How many pounds does Nora need to lose? What happens if she doesn't? She just needs to lose 2 kilos, which is about 4.5 pounds. And she'll lose it because I have cut her back before. And now that if the snow will stay off the dang ground, I can get out and walk her. And that will help too. We both need to get some walking in anyway, because I got to get myself back in shape for tourist season. Plus, we're making a trip to Denmark, so I need to be somewhat more in shape for that too, because we plan on when we get back to Copenhagen after all of our road tripping, we're going to leave the car parked and get on the metro to go to downtown Copenhagen. And so we're going to be doing a lot of walking down there. And so I need to be, in somewhat decent shape for that. I'll do quite a bit of walking while I'm in Fano because I'll just park the car in the middle of Fano and just walk. I have a feeling that when we're in Sickelborg, because we'll be there for 2 days in Sickelborg, And who knows, we might go revisit the troll there because that troll we've already seen with, but since I don't have it on video, we might just go revisit it so I can do that. And it is quite a hike up to it. Nora will enjoy it because she'll get all that exercise. Me, I'll be complaining because it's all uphill, getting me all out of breath. Because I dislike inclines. But it's beautiful once you get up there. It's so gorgeous. Because the troll overlooks all of the valley, and then there's like this big lake off to the side. And the one in Fano, the troll that's in Fano, is right next to a horse pasture with some good looking horses. So I'm hoping those horses are still there. And we'll get to revisit I'll get to revisit those and put them on video too. Because there was a stud in the middle of all those mares the last time we were there, and he just come prancing up there, striking the pose and letting me pet him. I'll take some carrots with me to feed to them.
I do like horses.
Me too. I really miss them, and it'll be nice catching the smell of them while I see them. I've forgotten what they smell like.
Time I go to the mountains, I go horseback riding.
Oh, I didn't know you were a horse rider.
I mean, I'm just when I get the chance to go, I go. But like I've only done it like 4 times in my life. But I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too. That makes 2 of us. I know Donnelly told me when I make it to Florida next time, she would take me riding on one of her horses.
Nice. Because it's expensive.
Yeah, to rent a horse, definitely. And usually, me and my sisters did a rent a horse one time, and I think it was in Ocala. This is before I eventually got horses. And I seem to recall it was like $15 a day or $20 a day or something like that.
See, I don't know enough. I'm not experienced enough to just like rent a horse on my own. So normally it's like a tour.
A tour, yeah. We went
So
off.
like I have a guide with me, like there's somebody with me. So like the first time I did it, it was just me. I did like a personal, well, not the first time, but the most recent time I did it, it was me and Adrian, and we were like on a tour. There was like 10 people, and we were like all on horseback, and we were kind of touring the mountains of Tennessee. And then but the time before that when I did it, it was just me, and I paid for like a personal lesson tour kind of like thing. But I wouldn't feel comfortable being alone with them.
Yeah.
I don't know enough.
Yeah. When you're a beginner, you stay in groups. So if anything does go wrong, you have help. Raven says she just finished seasoning 3 pounds of chicken wings for him for the weekend. I think I'm making garlic parmesan stuffed mushrooms and mushroom Swiss brats on the grill. Ooh, that sounds
I'll be cooking. Jesus.
Yeah. And then she says, I know I probably got it wrong. And then she says, then Raven says, maybe steak instead of the brats. Haven't decided yet. Uh-oh, where'd you go? And then she says, I know huh? Then she says, dang, Raven's throwing down in the kitchen. Uh-oh.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Raven says, it's his birthday, so whatever he wants. And Dubrovka says, does Nora have to be a certain weight to go on a plane? If she's going to ride in the cabin, yes. She's got to be 12 kilos or less, which is 24, 25 pounds or less. Starling says, nothing like seeing horses and buggies tied up when running errands. And then Lynn says, Katie, did you unplug your iron or did I? It hasn't beeped, but it's not unplugged either. I'm hoping it'll wake its behind up. And then Raven says, is the beep from the iron or a timer from something else? I didn't hear it beep. Did you hear it beep?
I heard some beeping earlier, but I didn't know what it was from. So maybe check it. Maybe it gave you a little, maybe it's gonna give you a little last gas.
It could be my Discord making a beeping noise too. Because right now it's definitely not away. It's not heating up at all. I don't know what its problem is, but something's wrong with it. Did y'all see the block?
Spotlight it, Katie.
Oh, there we go. Now we can
Oh,
really
there
see
you go. That looks nice. That's a good looking block.
Yep. Well, when the vet weighed her, she weighed I don't know, a little over 12 and a half kilos, but Nora is heavy. You can tell by looking at her, she's got more weight on there than she needs to have on her. And I've seen some of her, because she comes from a show working dogs line, so she should be trimmer than she is. And it's because winter times, and then when Nikolai gets home, he thinks he should do nothing but feed her. So she's always getting his snacks, especially if he's eating raw salmon and whale meat. Everybody's saying Raven says, did you try threatening the iron, throwing it, or shaking it? No. Oh, that's funny. No, I didn't do that. And Cindy says, nice block. All right, let me get started on the next one. We're going to need some. Okay, we're going to have turquoise for the background. Use this color. Meh. We can use this one again. Okay, let's see what colors I can come up with in here. Chaunda, what size were those squares? 2.5?
Which ones?
Just these squares.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yes. Yeah, they're all 2.5.
Okay, because I'm pulling out some colors here. So
And then the when you snowball the block, those are 3.5. So
okay.
everything is 2.5 except for those 4 3.5-inch squares of background to snowball.
Okay. See what that looks like on the camera. It looks the same. Of course it does. Need a yellow and an orange. a brighter orange. Yeah, that'll work. Now all I need is a yellow. And that can work. There we go. Might need a little more of that. Okay. Yeah, I think all of that's going to work just fine together. Mona says she is going off to get dinner, and Rita's telling her have a good dinner. Did I miss anybody else? Probably did. Hang on a minute. Let me backtrack here because I was doing something. Good evening, Homestead. Who's in here? Oh, hey, Jennifer. It's good to see you. Robin says nice. Denise says nice. Good evening home to Jennifer. Mona says, hi, everyone still here, just checking in. And then Lynn is saying, it's very pretty, Katie. I need to go back to my sewing room and assemble my next puzzle mystery. Yeah, I need to be doing my puzzle mystery. I have a clue 3 to sew. And then Mona says she's going off for dinner. Rita says, have a good dinner to Mona. And then Lynn says, have a good night, Mona 3.0.
Good night, Mona.
Okay, let's see here. We need to make, and I'm going to circle this so I don't get myself all confused again. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? Oh, there it is. This one. For A, we're going to need 4 3.5-inch blocks.
Alrighty.
And A is the background.
Yeah, that's a super quick block.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take long for me to make that one either. That's going to give me time to work on something else. Like maybe my PMQ clue 3, go ahead and start working on that. Get it done. All right, we need, what did I say? 3.5-inch. We need 4 of those. Okay, I'll set this aside for the moment because I'm going to use the rest of it for the stitch and flips or snowballing, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, it just beeped just then. Let's see.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm about to say I hear beeping again.
I hear beeping. Still cold. Jeez. Which means if it's beeping but it's not heating up, it's a dead stick probably. And I haven't heard it make this clicking noise it makes when it, like you can tell when it turns the heat on. It hasn't done that. So I'm beginning to think that it is definitely going to be a dead stick. Let's see if I have enough on here to make a 3.5. I don't think so though. But I might be able to make 1, but I would like to make 2 so I don't have to cut it. Ooh, we just might get it squeezed in on there. Oh, I just crack myself up sometimes. I don't have an answer for that, Denise. Sorry. I haven't been online all day. I was sleeping. So you'll have to look that up. Katy was sleeping, which is what I needed. Now we need one orange 2.5. Wait, what size did we say those were? Wait, I need to finish doing the background first. All right, we need 4 2.5. Let me see what size this is. I haven't even looked at YouTube today. I did manage to take the time to check to make sure there was no emails in my Greenland account. In case someone emailed me. That's about as far as I got with online stuff. Because I had to prep for this live. Because I waited till the last minute to crawl my behind out of bed.
Sometimes you need to sleep, Katy.
I was trying to rest my eyes because they hurt so bad yesterday. And sleeping was more important at the time. Yeah, this iron is dead. I might as well unplug the damn thing in a minute. That really sucks. So we're going to be working with unironed pieces of fabric today. But it's all good, right, Chaunda? It's all good.
Yes, it is. We can finger
will
press.
what we have. We will go with it. No stressing. Here, we need 4 of these 2.5-inch squares. I'll set this aside because I'm finished with this piece. And we'll turn these around. Oh, well, I'll set this folded one aside and I get more pristine pieces here since these look pretty good considering I didn't get to iron them. Okay. Now these ones we're going to have to draw a line through, right? Let me look at here.
Should have made it green. What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, these need to have a line drawn through them.
Just the 3.5 ones.
The 3.5 one or the 2.5 ones you're going to use the snowballing?
No, you're using the 2.5 ones to build the 9 patch.
Oh, the 3.5 is what is? Why
So the 3.5 is for this. What? Yeah, the 3.5 is for the stitch and flip. So once you use all the 2.5-inch squares to build the 9 patch, then you use the larger 3.5-inch squares to snowball each corner.
Oh, interesting. So we're going to have some little scrappy pieces left over to use some on something else.
I swept mine into the trash.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, well, mine's not getting put in the trash. I'll use them on that scrappy quilt that we're doing as a channel. Or the, the Katy says thing, or either the improv. I'll use it for one or the other because they'll come in handy.
I was able to get some 1.5-inch squares out of the trimming, so I did use it for that.
Oh, cool.
But then I tossed the rest. You know, me and them little pieces don't get along.
Yep, I know. They don't light your fire. Just for fire precaution, please unplug it, says Lynn. Oh, you guys are going to be on me about that till I do. It's unplugged. And it really sucks that it died like that. According to this, we're going to need, wait a minute. Oh, this is for all the different colors. Never mind. I was about to say, what the heck? But now I know what that's about.
My piece is a little short, but they're going to have to do. I cut my pieces about 1/8 of an inch short, but they're going to have to do. I'm not recutting them.
Uh-oh. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yep. But it'll be fine. No one will notice when it's finished.
No, they won't. And if they do, you know.
Because it'll end up getting sewn. The missing 1/8 will end up in the next seam allowance when the blocks get sewn together. Definitely.
How you doing, Linda? So here's one of the red. So we'll set that one aside. Now we're going to get a piece of this yellow to mellow yellow to the rescue. Because we're going to make this colorful. I didn't notice what Kimberly used for this block we're doing now, number 9. I didn't notice what color she used. Did you see that or not?
No, I didn't watch it.
I need to go back. I need to go watch last week's and today's, because I know she had a live today too. I don't know if it was pre-recorded or not, because I know she was seeing Lori Holt over this past week. They were photographing stuff for the new crochet book that's going to come out. I should have had some more pieces of this left somewhere, but I couldn't find any. I must have used it all up. Yeah, I don't see any over there. The person who gifted me this batik, I sure wish I knew where she bought it from, because I'd buy some more of this green. It's pretty.
It is pretty.
It's gorgeous. I am totally smitten by it. You see me using it quite a bit on my scrappy stuff. All right, one more piece I got to cut off, and that's this.
All right, and the berry block is done.
Yeah, you are so fast, girl. Did I leave some? Uh-oh, I forgot to unpin myself. Oops.
But I wish I wish I had made the leaf green. I don't know why I just went with yellow, just because that's what they used in the picture.
It's because what they used. Yeah. You ready for me to what do
Sure,
you want to keep? Are you going to keep on? Yeah, you ready to show them off? All right, hold on. I think that yellow looks cool though, too. Let me see. Spotlight. There we go. I think it looks great. Very creative.
Came out
nice,
good.
Chaunda. I love it. So show both your blocks at the same, one behind the other, so they can get refreshed.
All right, let me take it out. I think I put it in here. All right, so there's block 1, and there's block 2. That's that. And there they go.
Ta-da! That looks wonderful, Chaunda. Ooh, I like your design board. That looks lovely, sweet. Very sweet.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Denise.
Lynn says, thank you. Laugh out loud. Fire scares me. Half our state was ablaze this month. Oh, goodness. I think so. Well, I've knocked it on the floor a couple of times, so maybe I knocked something loose. I don't know. Because there's such small space where I'm sewing at, and it's easy to trip over cords.
Yep.
Right, now all I gotta do is trim down these pieces to two, and let's see, we need one of each one. And all I'm going to do is we're gonna have a lonesome block that I'll use somewhere else, since it'll be 2.5, and 2.5s are usable anywhere. Right. Otherwise, it's smaller ruler.
All right. I still got to do block 8, but I'm not doing it today.
What time is it? You're getting close to time for you to go?
No, I still have some time.
Okay, could always start on it.
Well, I've still got these. I don't know if you remember, but the last time I was sewing with you, I pulled out a bunch of flying geese and started sewing them together.
Yeah, I remember.
They're still sitting on my sewing table.
Oh,
So,
okay, so you got that to work on too. Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I need to get these suckers out of here.
Yep. A little time spent, a little for a few more minutes on that, we'll get more done. That's correct. If you're not busy tomorrow doing anything fantastico, I'll send you a link in case you want to hop on, because I'm gonna run a long live tomorrow.
What time are you starting?
4:30 your time.
Well, I'll see. I know I'm going to help my cousin move in the morning.
I knew you were going to do that, and I didn't know if you'd be tired when you got back or not. But if you want to join me, you're welcome to.
Okay.
I'll be more than happy to. I'll send the link, and if I see you. If I don't, that means you were tired.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm not gonna hold you to it. I am also. I think Mona's gonna. Well, Mona has market tomorrow, so I don't know if she's gonna make it either.
Okay.
So I might be on my own tomorrow. On my own again. There's actually a song. Do, 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 do. I'm trying to remember what the exact name of it is. Alone Again, Naturally, or something like that. That was an ancient song. Because I think that song came out in the 70s.
I am not sure.
No, I'll have to look it up, but I think it's called Alone Again Naturally, I think is what it's called. All right, got all my 2.5-inch blocks cut. Yay. Now then, let me lay these out, because then we're going to, where's the big pieces I cut? Uh-oh, oh, here they are. I was about to say, where's my stitch and flips? Okay. This is going to be one of those, looks like a Crayola block. Look at these common colors here, you know. Again, naturally.
Need to plug in this phone before.
Hey, Sean. Sean says, I'm all by myself. There's actually a song called that, All by Myself. By Dan somebody. I think his name's Dan. And I can tell you, I listened to that song many times when I was alone by myself. feeling lonely. Falling is not a good thing, especially when you are by yourself. Clean up the hazards. Yeah, I fell out of my chair a couple weeks ago, face planted myself because I leaned too far in my chair and I didn't know it was going to do that. And it flipped me out. Sean, when is your next late night sew with Tammy? Yep, Eric Carmen did the All by Myself song. Yep, and if I'll look real quick and I'll tell you who did the Alone Again Naturally song. Let's see who that was, because I'm sure I know his name. It just doesn't come to. Let's see here. Who sang Alone Again Naturally? Gilbert O'Sullivan. That's who sang it.
I've never heard of that song.
Hang on, I'll read some of the lyrics to you. In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower. And climbing to the top will it's a very sad song, so forewarning you. And climbing to the top will throw myself off in an effort to make it clear to whoever wants to know what it's like when you're shattered. Let's, and then the chorus is, yeah. So then it says left standing in a lurch at a church where people were saying, my God, that's tough. She stood him up. No point in us remaining. We may as well go home as I did on my own, alone again, naturally. And it's a very sad song. I mean, oh my goodness. Super sad. But he made a ton of money off that song, because I guess it resonated with so many people. Alone again, naturally. But it has a interesting melody to the music. Denise says, Shonda, before you were born, Shonda. Let me see if it says what year it was.
I know, like music
1972.
Like I know music from the 60s and 70s, but because
Yeah.
like because of my mom, but so it's like something that she listened to, then I know it.
Yeah. This one was in 1972. And it got a Grammy Award for Song of the Year. Or it was nominated for Song of the Year. That's what it was. Let me see more. Let's see what it says about it. Grammy Award for Song of the Year. Oh, it did get an award. It got a Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 1973. It got a Record of the Year in 1973 and Best Male Pop in 1973. So he won 3 different awards for that song. The 1972 hit spent 6 weeks at #1 on the Billboard's Hottest 100, selling over 2 million copies. Can you imagine that? Just for a sad song. Yeah, and All by Myself. Let's see if it got any words, All by Myself. Yeah, because I have listened to that song so many times when I was feeling melodramatic. Let's see, this one was in December 1975. Did it win any awards? Well, according to this, in 2009, the Tyler Perry film I Can Do Bad All by Myself. Oh, that's a movie. Never mind. Let me see here. Nope, he didn't win any major awards. He did get a gold certification for the record in April of 1976, and it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard's Hot 100 and on the Cashbox Top 100 Singles, and number 3 in Canada. Yep, that's all it got. Yep. That other song, pitiful song. I was in the 5th grade, said Vicky. 2 million copies today is not a good thing. Why wouldn't it be? Anyway, I think 2 million copies is great. Okay, back to what I was supposed to be doing. Till I went down that little rabbit hole. Then there's the song, I can't remember, I'll have to think about what the title of it is, but it talks about he had her picture hanging on the wall, but don't think too much of him having her picture because it covers a dirty stain on the wall. Oh, it's called I'm Not in Love. There was a lot of those kind of songs that all came out like back to back of each other, right around the same period. And it was mostly men singers singing them. Not my mom's kind of music. She was a city hippie. Ooh, I'm about to sew 2 of these squares, 2 of the same color on one of the other. I've done that the other day where I sewed 2 pieces of batiks together because they were stuck together. So I had 3 pieces of fabric sewn together. And I'm like, why is this so thick? And then I realized why. How's the weather right now there in North Carolina?
It's been cool. It's been cool all week. And it's gonna be because like we had gotten some really hot weather, like 90 degrees, but this week we were like back in the 60s.
Yeah. North Florida, Jacksonville, they had 95 degrees the other day. And I'm like, this is only it was only April when they were having those hot temperatures. Jacksonville's in the northeast. Should have been a bit, like springy.
Yeah, I'm with you, Raven. Raven said Earth, Wind, and Fire, Mamas and the Papas. So like I know some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Of course, I know the entire Jackson 5 catalog. I did know the All by Myself. I knew that one. So I know a lot of music from that era, but just, not a ton.
Nikolai went to the store one day and came back, and I had Funky Town song on, and I was imitating how they sing it. And he walks in and he says, "What are you listening to?" I said, "60s music, man." I said, "Because I like that Funky Town song." Funky Town. It's a fun song.
Yeah, that is a good song.
But I liked Earth, Wind, and Fire. And oh my gosh, there was so many bands back. I remember when I was in middle school and all the 70s disco music and came out, and all these men bands, and I'm just like gaga, because I'm like, too bad I can't bring any of it home, because I loved it. And then I got the bug of rock and roll and started sneaking records in the house. But they were all on 45 records, not albums, because they were easy to hide. So between the three of us girls, we had lots of 45 records. And every time we knew mom and dad were going to be gone about 4 hours, we'd be cranking up the music and dancing around the house. Take Me to Funky Town. Yep, that's a great song. Then there's the Electric Avenue song. And then there's the one that the school teacher made a lot of money off, and it was her only hit, Ring My Bell song.
Oh, I love that song.
She was a school teacher.
I did not know that.
Yep. And it was her only hit. What got me hooked to rock and roll was the first time I heard Elton John's Crocodile Rock on the Muppet Show. And I'm like, oh my God. I just wanted to get up and hop and bop all over the place.
I'm a huge Elton John fan, but I don't really like that song.
I'm a huge Elton John fan. You know what my favorite one of his songs is Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
Yeah, that's good. I like Daniel.
And then there's one about the garden, that song. I like that one too. I like them all, but there's some that just stick out. The one about is it the one that's about Daniel that's talking is about John Lennon, or is it the My Garden one that's about John Lennon? One of them's about John Lennon.
I don't know who it's about, but I love the song. Probably the garden one, because Daniel's
it's the garden
about war.
One,
yeah. Daniel's about war.
Yeah, because he died too soon and all that kind of thing.
I like a lot of Elton John songs.
Yep.
I like a lot of Donna Summer.
Give me some MacArthur's Park.
Oh, that's a great song. That's a great song.
She souped that song up, and that's what made me fall in love with her music. And then I actually have 4 of her vinyl albums in Florida.
Yeah.
Because she got the Bad Girl album, and oh my God. I loved her music. Still do.
Mm-hmm.
Elton John and Lionel Richie are some of the top concerts I've been. I have never been to a live concert ever.
Oh, what?
No, I have not. I am 64 years old and never been to one.
Katy.
I know. Someone needs to take me to a concert.
That happened, Katy.
I'll probably have to get some noise reduction earplugs. No, I've never been. I had an opportunity to go see Styx's Courtney Act. but I couldn't get anyone to go with me. And because I was so young and innocent in the world, because that was right after I quit the church and everything, so I was still leery about finding myself in strange places. And I couldn't get anyone to go with me. Not even my little gay friends wouldn't go because they weren't Styx fans. But I had a chance to go see him, and I should have went because I would have enjoyed the heck out of it.
I love live music, like a lot. So for me, like even if I don't know the
Yeah.
music, if it's live, I love live music. So I've been like I'm not like I haven't been to like hundreds, like some people, but I've definitely been to a few.
I
Me and
was.
Adrian just went to one. Was it last month?
How much did it cost you to go to the one you went to recently?
Oh, it was expensive. They've gotten so expensive. I
Yeah,
think
because
the
I
two.
was.
I think it was. But I mean, it was expensive, but not as expensive as concerts are
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
So it was, I think I want to say it was like $150 a ticket.
It's when I see $900 for a ticket. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I don't pay. I'm not paying that unless Michael Jackson or Prince come back from the dead. I will not be paying that to see them.
Oh, I would love to. I would have loved to see Prince. Prince is amazing. I like Michael Jackson too. Don't get me wrong, but if I had to choose between Michael Jackson and Prince, it would have been Prince. Because that guy, oh my God, that guitar, he knew how to make it blaze.
Yeah. Oh shit! Today's my aunt's birthday.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Styx in concert, or I tell you who I would really love to see is uh the Scorpions, because they're still singing. I love their music. I think I used to have a ranking of it would be Elton John first, Styx next, Foreigner after that. But now I think Scorpions kind of knocking both of them out. Starling says, be careful, they'll do it with a hologram and make it worldwide tour. Okay.
If I would lose my sugar honey iced tea if I paid for a concert and instead of people I got a hologram.
Yeah, that would. Yeah. We're lucky to have grown up with Summerfest close growing up, says Raven. And Starling saying, my goodness, you need to go to one. And yeah, if I ever get a chance, if I get a chance to go one, I need to make it soon. Bon Jovi's about to do his final tour, and I would love to see him. And he's coming to Europe for 3 days, I think. But the tour is going, or the concert's going to be in, can't remember where it's going to be at. I'm just wondering if his voice is going to hold out because he had surgery and all that. But he's got a new record album out, and I listened to a couple of the songs, and they sound nice.
Oh God, my back.
I think Styx was a free stage recently in Summerfest. Really? Because when I looked at that, there was a live concert going to be in Atlanta right around the time I was going to go to the United States, and the tickets were astronomically pricey. And the thing is I wish they would get back together with Dennis DeYoung. But just to see JY would be really cool. He's the one that does the mirror, mirror on the wall for Snowblind. Oh my gosh. He makes it sound so spooky.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Yeah, there's a Styx song called Snowblind, and it comes off of the Paradise Theater album. And he starts out with this slow, deep baritone voice. And it's mirror, mirror on the wall. The face you show me scares me so. And it goes on for a couple more lines, and then Tommy Shaw picks it up behind it.
Okay.
You'll have to listen to it. I'll send you a link so you can listen to it.
Yeah, I've never, I don't think I know any Styx music at all.
Do you know the song Come Sail Away? I'm Sailing Away song?
No.
No?
I know
Oh,
Sailing by Christopher Cross. I know that song, but no, I don't. I'm not a rock person. I was never really into rock, never really into rap. So there's
the
some
song
rock
goes,
music that I know
yeah, the
that's
song
like,
goes, I'm sailing away. I'm sailing away. Oh, wait a minute. I'll find the lyrics because now I'm having a brain fart. But because by the almost to the end of the song, you realize that it's not angels they're seeing in the sky, they're seeing aliens in the sky. It's really funny.
okay.
Maybe some of the words might trigger something. I can't sing it, not without music in the background anyway.
No, I'm pretty sure
It says, it says, I'm sailing away, set an open course for the Virgin Sea, because I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore. And I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. And then it starts out with, I look to the sea, reflections in the waves sparks my memory. Some happy, some sad. I think of the childhood friends and the dreams we had. We lived happily ever after, so the story goes, but somehow we missed out on that pot of gold. But we'll try best that we can to carry on. And then it goes on further. It says, then the next verse says, a gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said, come sail away. And then the next verse says, I thought that they were angels, but to my surprise, we climbed aboard their starship and headed for the skies. And then it goes back into the come sail away chorus. Hey, Jess, what's up?
Hi, Jess. Yeah, that's the only way I would have heard it right. Starling is if it was in a movie, because I don't even listen to stations that would play Styx.
Yeah, I think they played a little bit on the Marvel movie, if I remember right, because I remember hearing it. Because
I could possibly know from that.
Yeah, there was the alien thing. Yeah, but there are, yeah, but they date back to the late '60s, all of the '70s. They started in Chicago as a, out of a garage, and their music, the first 5 or 6 of their albums were more hard rock, and it had a touch of synthesizer music in the middle of it. And then when they decided to they did Paradise Theater, and Paradise Theater was okay with most people who were following Styx, but when they switched over to do the Kilroy show, some people were not happy with the Kilroy show. And a lot of the songs in the Kilroy show, I never realized when I was listening, because I watched the live concert of that the other day on my in my Amazon Prime, because I was in the mood for watching a real live concert that wasn't broken up in pieces. And I listened to the lyrics and I'm like, oh my God, some of these songs fit in this time period right now. Because they were talking about blue collar people being unemployed in the unemployment line. There's that song, and a couple other ones that was talking about rock and roll being poison to human beings. Remember that year? I don't know if you were how young you were, but there was a phase where rock and roll was considered bad for kids to listen to.
Yeah,
because it's about sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, so I did remember that because that also happened with rap music. They kind of ran that same playbook. That talking about, I remember when rock and roll was the devil's music, and if you played your album backwards.
Yeah, that Snowblind song has to do with that very thing you just mentioned.
Okay.
Because he gets up there and JY gets up there in a couple of his last concerts, and On one of them, he just talks about it and telling everybody that has nothing to do with the devil. But on one of them, he sounded like a preacher because he was listing all the names that you would call the devil. Do you hear someone? What? Time to go get her some green beans because she's not getting any more meat. Where is the water bottle at? Okay. She's been given haircuts, so that will appease her for now. Which one was Rita? She's and then Jess says she's just getting home and making dinner. What's for dinner? You getting close to having to leave?
Oh, I've got some time still.
Okay. So let me know when you're ready.
Oh.
And I'm getting closer to having this block where I can do the stitch and flips. It doesn't say anything. Draw it. Oh, it does say draw a diagonal line. Usually they make a graphic showing they draw the line. Raven says, I'm kind of excited for Summerfest on July the 3rd. Reverend Run, DJ. Yeah, I don't know any of those. Well, Gene Simmons, that's of Kiss.
Oh yeah, I know all those people, Raven. So you never heard of Run DMC?
I've heard of Run DMC, but I don't think I've
So
listened.
that's Reverend Run. So Reverend Run is Run of Run DMC.
Oh, I
And
didn't know
then
that.
and then DJ Jazzy Jeff used to be with the Fresh Prince back in the day when he first
Oh, I
came out.
didn't know that. No, because those two other, I didn't even know who they were.
And Flow Rider is apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. He's most famous for that song. When my son was a baby, I used to make him dance to that song. Of course, you know, he could this is like before he could even walk. So, you know, I
Yeah.
would hold him and I would make him
Around.
make him dance to Flow Rider.
Music and food is what makes the world go around. Music a very big thing here in Greenland. Always amazes me that they have so much. There's a lot of musicians actually, and it's surprising for such a small country. Well, small population country, put it that way. Y'all know what I mean.
Yes, we do.
Even though it's a big island. Or you're come in here and lay down. Your daddy's not in there, sweetie. Now you're looking for him, but he's not in there. She's in the other part where he hangs out to build Legos.
Mm-hmm. I usually don't hear Nora bark. I usually hear her whine, but I never hear her bark.
When she starts barking, it means pay attention to me right now. What do you want? Do you need to go shoo-shoo? Do you need to go shoo-shoo? Apparently not, because you're not moving. I know you're not getting any more food, Nora. You're done for the day. Sorry, sweetie.
It might be why she was looking for Dad, if she knows he might give her a snack.
Yeah, she knows he'll give her snacks. She's not getting any more. I already gave her meat, and she got some haircuts just now. I'm sorry, honey, but that's all you get. All right, now we need to draw lines. So we're using, shh, stop. I'll bring you up and let's let you say hi to everybody in a minute. I'm kind of excited. Oh, the channel hasn't moved since that was said. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this question. We have 39 votes. So what does epistemology mean? Is it A, ontology, which 13% voted for? Is it B, astrology, which 5% voted on? Is it C, knowledge study, which 64% voted for? Or is it D, theology, 18%? The answer is knowledge study. And I'm going to give you examples of why it means that. So the meaning of epistemology. It refers to the branch of philosophy that deals with the nature of knowledge, its limitations, and the methods by which it can be acquired and justified. The word epistemology originates from the combination of the Greek words episteme, meaning knowledge, and logos, meaning study or discourse. Examples, the professors, and an example is the professor's lecture on epistemology explored the different theories of how we gain knowledge and the reliability of our beliefs. Epistemology is the answer to the question, what does epistemology mean? It can be described as the study of knowledge itself. This philosophical discipline aims to understand the nature, scope, and validity of knowledge, as well as the process of acquiring knowledge. Epistemology investigates questions such as how knowledge is justified and what constitutes evidence, and the role of perception and reasoning in the acquisition of knowledge. It delves into various theories and approaches, including rationalism, empiricism, skepticism, to explore the complexities and intricacies of human knowledge and understanding. Ultimately, epistemology seeks to uncover the foundation and boundaries of our knowledge and how we can be certain of what we claim to know. There's why that word exists. Now you learned something. Boring stuff to some, I know. Interesting to others. All right, let's draw some diagonal lines for these. I wonder why she made these so big.
To get the shot, to get the shape.
Yeah, it's definitely. Let's see here. It says to, with right sides together facing A, squares on the opposite corners of the unit. Okay. Let's hope I don't do this wrong then.
I mean, they have a diagram, right, for the
Yeah, I'm looking at the diagram now. The diagram kind of looks strange, doesn't it? But then when I saw your block looks just like the diagram with that that dark outline you see. It's definitely an interesting block. I like it. We'll see how it looks on this batiks.
No, it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah, everybody yeah, it looks like several chose C. All right, now let's get this done. Now we're going to turn these like this. So basically this looks like a square and a square, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I don't think I squared you.
That means you can get part of a half square triangle set out of this. You know that? Of course, it's all background we got left over. Hey, Shonda, sometime this weekend, I'm going to send you a message. So I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
It had to do with Tuesday.
Do you have my phone number, Katy?
Hmm?
Do you have my phone number? Because I'm not really good at checking.
I can't hear you.
I said, do you have my phone number?
No, actually, don't. Can you send it to me on,
Yeah.
either email or messenger, whichever.
Yeah,
I need to talk to you about something.
I'm not really good at checking my Facebook messages.
I have your messenger, but not your phone. I don't think you gave me your phone number.
We
I don't
had
think
it one time. It was
did I? Then I need
Yeah.
to look and see if I put it in my phone.
I think so. I think the first time we talked before.
Okay. If not, I'll get it from you after the lot or after we, after I'll text you.
Yeah, texting me is way faster to reach me because I just saw the messages that were in there from.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long they were in there.
If you want to, just email it to me and then I'll call you sometime tomorrow. Or I might wait till Sunday and call you.
All right.
Since I know you're going to help some people move tomorrow. I just need feedback on something.
Okay.
And it's important that I talk to all of y'all.
I really jacked up some of these flags.
Oh, wow. Block 11, I have gone way off the other side. It is so amazing what it looks like. I haven't seen it yet because I didn't watch the live today. I was asleep still. But I will watch it later. Okay, I got these two sides done. Let's make sure they're going to line up properly before I go cutting them. This is going to be I think this is going to be a cute little quilt.
It is. It really is.
Because the blocks are pretty neat. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's trim this extra off. And see, there's this little bit left and you can use it for scraps on a scrappy quilt. All right, get these opened up. This would have been a good time to have an iron, you know that? I'm not letting this go, am I? Oh, it's like it picked a very bad time to decide to bite the dust. It's like, dun, 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 dun. We're going to march to the garbage can and go right into the trash can. Wait till I tell Nikolai I have to buy a new iron. Honey, I need a new iron because mine died. Rita says, the way I'm doing mine, I got the pattern yesterday and figured I would do it today. Yeah, they had it out yesterday, but I just didn't go look at it. I was busy.
Yeah, I literally didn't look at blocks 9, 10, or 11 until about 30 minutes before this live. And then I printed everything off.
Yeah, I haven't looked at 11. Although it might be worth seeing what it looks like. You already looked at it? What do you think about it?
It reminds me of one of the earlier blogs.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Was it 7 or 6? I can't remember. Oh, I got it over here.
Your mic is off again.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Now I hear you.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. I was probably just too far away from it.
Yeah, might have been what it was. Yeah, could be.
This is block 11.
Ooh, that looks like fun. A square and a square. Is that flying geese?
It looks like she's yes, they are. I will not be making the geese the way she makes them.
Yeah.
Because that's where you cut the rectangle and the two triangles and put them on. I cannot make flying geese in that way.
I'm probably going to use paper.
Do I have any flying geese paper for that size?
What size does it say it needs for numbers for the
2 by 3.5 is the size of the geese.
Does it give the list of the
paper?
Paper, like is it H something or S something?
ISE 775.
775. Here's 774.
Oh, I have some.
Well, lucky you, because I think I might not have some.
They came in a Sew sampler box. That's the only reason I have these. When I finally get my lazy ass to the post office, I'll probably send you most of these
okay
papers.
You know I'll use them.
I will not.
And I hear someone texting me. Who's texting me?
I think the only one I might keep is the snail trail. I like that one.
Speaking of snail trail, I'm supposed to be helping someone with one, and I need to order the smaller size of the snail trail because the only one I have, it goes to my my dragon fruit that kind of has stalled out a little bit. And it's stalled out because, well, we all know why, because I didn't go to the United States. So I kind of like, I need to get that back on track because I was pretty far along in it now. And far enough along in it that I would have had it ready to go when I took my behind to the States, you know? But stuff happens sometime that you have no control over.
Right.
Yeah, I think I want to use paper.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use paper.
That way I won't have whacked out flying geese.
I'll never use this frying pan. For sure. I hate that stuff.
Flying geese are my nemesis. I can do everything else, but flying geese, oh my God.
That's why I had made so many of them for this quilt. I was like, I hate them, so I'm just gonna make a lot of them to where
I don't like them much either.
To where I'm just more used to them, and that's what I did. That's what I did.
I'd rather just put 2 half square triangles together to make it look like a flying geese. At least then they won't be all whacked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't mind it anymore. But because I made so many of them that I just got over it.
Whatever was wrong was fixed. Uh-oh. This one's I need to move this one over. No, I know what I can do. I can just sew a couple threads over and that'll fix that problem. Let's see what this other one looks like. Now this one's fine. Go figure. But this one is not. Dadgummit. Now that I know I don't have to like rip it off, I just move the needle over, you know? And then rip the seam out. And then I don't have to worry about it moving when I'm doing that. Those are not geese, those are flying birds. Here we go. But geese fly. You know, I was watching that video of the whale that got itself stuck in the estuary in Germany. They determined that it was 5 years old. It was a youngling. And anyhow, you're watching this video while they had got it into the barge with no incident. And there's this swan and it goes floating right on by through the whole live video. And I'm laughing because I'm like, the swan is curious about what the heck's going on in the water. But that poor whale was stuck for an entire month in the estuary. It's a wonder, and it didn't die, which is amazing. So it must have had a will to live.
Yeah. How long was it stuck there?
A month.
Wow.
And the government could, they were debating, thinking that if they tried to move it, they would kill it anyway. So just let it, nature take its course. So a private company decided to do something about it.
Okay.
And they got it in after they got it dislodged from where it was stuck at. It was letting the humans help and everything. It actually went right into the barge without any incident. And then I don't know if it takes 4 days to go from Germany to the first they were saying they were going to free it in the North Sea, but I guess they decided to take it to the Northern Atlantic, so somewhere up here, and then they were going to let it go. But it was a 5-year-old humpback whale that had got stuck. It must have came in when the tide, maybe they had a king tide or something, and then when it went back down, it just couldn't get back out because the water wasn't deep enough.
Okay.
So I can't imagine being a mammal being, stuck somewhere where you're just like literally fastened and can't move. And people were, there was some veterinarians and stuff that were going out trying to get it to eat, and it wouldn't eat, but they did kept fluids going in it. And then they did a vet check on the barge for it, so it seemed to be okay. I don't know if they determined what sex it was yet. I haven't heard, but they're calling it Timmy the whale. But at the time they didn't know what sex it was. I sewed this on the wrong side. Dadgummit. Try this again. But I'll look and see if there's any update on it. But I watched it for a long time. It was interesting the way they were handling it. And at one time, it looked like it wasn't moving at all, but you could see it blowing the air out of its top of the blowhole.
Uh-huh.
But They were doing something at the back of the whale, and that whale picked up his tail and slapped the water. I'm like, y'all better get away from its tail if you don't want to get whacked out. So it was showing some spunk for it having been left there for so long, you know. But it was weird. When they showed the video, finally showed the video of going into the barge, it was really following the humans into the barge. They weren't doing anything to, they didn't sedate it or anything like that. It followed them right in of its own accord. Instead of, them having to like wrap something around it and pull it in there.
I'm sure that was way less traumatic.
Yes, definitely. Way less traumatic for sure, for sure. Hopefully it'll find a pod to hook up with. Because it's kind of fair game when it's by itself with orcas running around. Orcas have become part of a problem in the Arctic. I watched a live, scientists were following a pod of orcas, and I watched this yesterday, and I was shocked what happened. And the orcas were hunting narwhal. It's okay to hunt. It's just the way they did it. They wiped an entire pod out.
You can't really argue with nature.
Yeah, that's why they're called the apex predator. They outrank the great white now. There's one pod that actually feeds off the great white. They get their livers, apparently. I don't know how does it's interesting to me that how they know where the liver is on what they hunt. It's very interesting. And maybe they can sense it with sensory things or something.
Maybe. Gotta be.
Yeah. I know with wolves, when they take down prey, they'll eat the inside out first because that's where all the really nutritious stuff is at, which that's pretty normal for any predator. But it's interesting when you have mammals that live in the water that know where the liver is on something and go straight for that and then don't eat any other part of it. Very interesting stuff. Sylvia says, I love laying on the shore and listening to the whales breathing. And Rita says, remember, I just did a quilt with 160 of those flying geese in it. Yep, I remember. And then Sylvia says, it is. I lived in national parks for many years. Last one was Glacier Bay National Park. Whales would wander into our cove. Yeah. And then Rita says, no orcas are eating, huh? Are eating it. Denise says, what the orcas didn't eat because food for other sea life, even birds. Orcas are extremely intelligent. Yes, they are. They definitely were never meant to be zoo animals. We'll probably, at some point, we'll probably start seeing them over here on the West Coast. Right now, they're seeing the orcas all up and down the East Coast right now, because a lot of the narwhals live on the East Coast. There's a few way up north on the West Coast, but not as much as you see on the East Coast. I got this square finished. As soon as I trim it up a little bit, I'll show it to you. Keep in mind, I wasn't able to trim it. I mean, iron it, press it. Uh-oh, there's something wrong with this. No.
Happened.
We have a mistake. Look, that's what's wrong with it. Look what I did.
Yeah. Okay.
This should have been in the center here. See it now?
Yeah.
So there's no way I can fix that. It's done. I'll leave this and use
Wait,
it as an orphan.
let me see that one more time.
This one right here that has the 3 colors should have been in the center.
So how did you sew it? What happened?
I didn't put this in the middle like I should have because I got distracted, I guess.
Oh, it was supposed to be background.
Yeah, these two have background. See, this should have been, this is not where it belongs. It belonged in the middle because it was the orange, yellow, red. And then
Yeah.
this blue background, and this other one was the green background. And
So
I
basically when you sewed the 3 pieces together for the 9 patch,
yeah, the 9 patch was wrong and I didn't catch it.
I don't think anybody will notice it in your quilt.
Maybe not, but
Because nobody, unless you did Sewcialites 3, nobody's gonna even know the block isn't supposed to look like that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This could be used as a orphan block in my orphan block because I have plenty now. I think I have almost enough to build a quilt now. So I'm not going to tear it apart because there's nothing I can do to fix it anyway. That means I just have to make another one. Dadgummit.
Right. I'm gonna get ready to head out.
I figured you were getting ready to head out.
I've got one more seam that I'm gonna sew.
Sherry says it looks like a rocket ship. Yeah, it does.
It does. It really does.
It does look like a rocket ship for sure, for sure.
I might have to do that on purpose and make a little rocket ship quilt for my grandson.
Yeah, because it's not a hard block to make. I just got them turned around wrong. That's all. That's all it is I got them turned around.
I'm gonna have to dig out my Elizabeth Hartman Fancy Fox quilt kit. I said I would never make it until I had a grandkid.
Yep.
Thought I had more time.
Or I could put this on the back of my Sewcialites when I finish it, you know,
Sure can.
because it'll show, you know, hey, look what I did. I made a mistake. Rita says, or it looks like a tugboat if you think about it. Yeah. That's okay. I'll just make another one and make it right this time. I don't know why.
At least it's not a difficult block to make. So
no, it's not. That's why I'm not upset about it. Besides, I had extra squares anyway.
I mean, that
So
would make a fantastic scrap project.
Yeah.
Because all you need is 2.5-inch squares.
Yep. So it's just I got things backwards. That's all. It's all good. It's all good. No problem.
Like that would make a nice quilt, just that one block.
Mm-hmm. It would. And it would be different, especially interesting if you took them and put, you know, like the points together. That would really look cool. Yep. It'll get used. It's not getting tossed out. I would not do that.
Katie's not like me.
No, right now I have to save or use as much as I can on the money you know what I mean? Of course, when y'all see what I got in the mail, you're gonna be like, My husband said I could buy some batiks. I've been buying some. He says, take a little money, buy some batiks. I am truly amazed, Chaunda. Listen to this. Jess sent me a small little envelope and she mailed it on the 12th, I think. And I got it 4 days ago. I also got a Cotton Cuts Java box. It was mailed on the 14th and I got it 3 days ago. And in fact, Qaqortoq sent me a box that they mailed on the 15th and I got it 3 days ago.
So everything's coming in 2 weeks or less. So that's a win.
That is a total win for me because I'm like, yes. And I picked up another one yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm like, the airport is doing what I was hoping it would do. You know what I mean? Now they can actually load mail on that -8 instead of depending on the helicopter. So I'm super happy about that. I will not complain for sure, for sure. Okay, so we needed 3 for the middle. And then, so we should have 5 of these. So I got 5 of these. Now all I need is 4 back. Yeah, 4 backgrounds. And I only have 1, so I need to cut some more off of that sliver I had over here.
Hey, Sherry. I didn't realize you entered the chat.
Yeah.
Hi, Sylvia.
All right, so we can start again. No biggie.
Do you want? I've got to head out.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you want to re-show your blocks one more time before you slipped out?
Sure. Let me get them out.
And let me spotlight you so they can see you.
All right, so today we did blocks 9, which is, I think this is, first block 1 was my favorite block, but I think block 9 is my favorite block so far. And then we did the berry block.
Awesome. It looks awesome too.
I've got a little stack of blocks.
And then I'm going to share, if you haven't subscribed to Chaunda's channel, make sure you do. And I just posted Chaunda's link again in the chat.
As always, it was fun sewing with you, Katy. It was fun talking to you, talking to you guys in the chat. Andrea, I don't go live very often, and honestly, I barely have time to post these days. Everything is just a little bit hectic.
She's got a lot going on right now with family and stuff. And the baby's about to be born and in about a month. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier that I was this weekend I'm helping a cousin move. Next weekend I am doing a baby shower for my daughter. So I'm planning that, doing all the decorating, doing all the everything. And I don't do parties. So this is a lot for me. And then the weekend after that, I'm going to a Braves game in Atlanta. And then just I've got a sick family member that I'm trying to help support and take care of. So I've just been busy. Been a lot.
Kudos to you taking care of your aunt.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I know that's a handful having to do that. Why does that look wrong?
That's where I'm going now. That's why I have to leave the live, because I'm going over to her house. She needs, to get big. She needs a bath and stuff like that. So gotta go get that taken care of.
Well, drive safe going over to your aunt's, and thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And I'll see you on
the
go around. Hey, don't forget to send me the info about the phone.
Oh yeah. I'll do that right away.
Yep, and I'll call you either tomorrow or I'll probably call you Sunday, since you're doing some moving, helping with moving. I probably won't pester you tomorrow.
I mean, it might be all right.
Well, I'll check in and see if you're not busy. What I'll do is I'll text you and see if you answer, and if you do, then and you're not busy, I'll call you.
Yeah, yeah, that works. That works really well. Yeah, just
Because
shoot
I've
me a
already had.
text.
I just need to tell you what I need to tell you. Yeah,
Okay,
and it's easier if we talk about it on the phone.
okay,
So,
that's
yeah.
fine. I'm just gonna reply here and give you my phone number. All right, guys. Have fun storming the castle.
Yep, and thank you for coming, and have a great weekend, Chaunda.
All righty.
Hey, Delia, how are you? It's good to see you. And if any of you that haven't subscribed to Chaunda's channel, I posted her link up there so you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake this block since I made that mistake. And it's okay. I'm not going to toss the other one out. It will get used. Maybe because I've made a couple of mistakes anyway. So maybe I'll just put them up because I do have some blocks from the other two Sewcialites. And maybe I'll just stick all of them on the back of this quilt when it's finished. Do some piecing on the back like I like to do anyway. And put it on the back, which will be fine. Okay, now let's get this block rebuilt again. And it's all good. It's no worries here. Get Katy. Delia says, get Katy. Good Katy. Had a nice day with family, and now they are back to their cabin. It's been raining on and off all day. Woo boy, rain can mess up a lot of fun. I love how quickly this block can go together. All right, so we're doing a repeat here. And depending on let's see, what time is it? Because I know Becca goes live at 11 and we're at 10:26 right now, my time. So a little over 30 minutes left before Becca goes live, and I'll just dump everybody over to Becca's. I wasn't sure if Sean was sewing tonight with Tammy. I didn't know if Tammy was doing I could just go take the time and go look and see if Tammy is going live, because there's always that potential to send you to her. But I think she goes live a little bit after Becca's already live. I'm not sure. Let me take a quick look and see. Okay, let me see if Tammy is doing the live tonight, because I know she was doing something on one Friday a month. No, she's scheduled to be live on the 4th. Okay, got it. So we're good. Yep, I'll be sending you guys to Becca. Katy, send a link and I can join you. And okay. Oh, tomorrow or today? Wait, Katy, send a link and I can join you and Chaunda for a while. Are you talking about for tomorrow or today? Let me know, because if it's for today, you can hop on with me. Tomorrow, I don't have a wingman yet. Rita says, putting seatbelt on and putting down pillows. So when we get dumped. Okay, tomorrow I'll send you a link. I love your humor, Rita. All right, time to switch feet again. And move the needle to the right. We're going to be playing Bob and Chicken soon. Sherry, are you feeling much better? Rita says, I just need to stop being lazy and start doing lives. Do it when you're ready to, Rita. You'd always come and play with me. I've offered multiple times, you know. Just saying. Nothing worse is to have your iron die on a live. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Sherry. I need to be working on me some Alice's Wonderland tomorrow too, along with, I'm still debating on what I'm going to do tomorrow night for my sew. I think I'm going to work on Katy's Creative Chaos for one thing, because we're getting far along with that now. It won't be long and that whole thing's going to be ready for sewing together. Plus I need to take pictures of those big blocks. So I got to get that done. And I think I want to do that outside where the lighting is better. All right. Iron die or poke finger with sewing machine needle. Oh, let's not. Have you poked your finger with a sewing machine needle? The only thing I've done is get my finger bumped by that screw that holds the needle in. Hey, Denise. Katy, can you post a link to the questions from last month's? Yes. That should have put, yeah, there's the link. Y'all don't forget that you need to be doing that form and answering those questions if you want to be part of the giveaway. And you have to post the correct answers. Now I know why I got this all mixed up. You're welcome. Y'all make sure when you're doing that form that you fill out your name, put your name on there as well as your channel, as well as your YouTube username, because you need to have both of them on that form so I know who you are. Cut the cord on the iron so you aren't tempted to try to see if it works. No, I don't need to do all that. I just need to go put it in the trash can. That's all. I know it's broke, so I'm going to go do that. I'll go buy a new one tomorrow. I didn't want to do it, but now I guess I have no choice. I can't go an entire month without an iron just to wait to get it from Denmark. I'm still going to buy a small one though. When I get to Denmark, I'll buy a little one too, because I want a little one where I could do it right here on the desk. So instead of moving over there where you can't see what I'm doing. See that or put a camera over the ironing station, one of the two. Okay, let's get this put together correctly this time. Rita says, was moving the thread and with my feet being numb, I did not know it was on the foot pedal. Oh no, that's not good. I poke my fingers a lot with my straight pins. Sometimes we draw blood when that happens. Denise, is this Denise is are you the Denise the no. Which Denise are you? Because I had made a comment that was missing Denise Petrio, but I'm not sure I'm saying her name right. Are you her? No, I don't think you are. Never mind, I went and looked. You're not. It's not who I thought you were someone that we all know as Denise too, and she's not been around lately. You're not her. Can you feel water hot, cold on your feet? Asked Denise. And Denise says, nope. Wait a minute. Rita says, Denise, nope, at Denise. We now have two Denises in here. Do, 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 do. All right. Y'all help me keep up with the time because I want to dump you about 5 minutes before she goes live. So tomorrow I'll probably be working on Katie's Creative Chaos. I also might, there's a couple of, I also might, it depends on how much I get done with Katie's tomorrow, because the sooner I get that done, the better, because I need to decide on what I'm going to use for the border on it. And also I need to get the border on it. That way I can get an actual measurement of how much backing I'm going to need, and then go through my yardage that I have, what little yardage I do have, and see if I have enough yardage for the back of it. If I don't, then I might be pulling out a bunch of fat quarters and sewing them together by piecing them so that I can have backing for it. I could go that route too. Needs additional sewing, but it's okay. I don't mind. So 2 weeks before my trip, I'm probably going to be concentrating on off camera getting backings for everything I plan on taking to Denmark for quilting, because I'll be taking Katie's Creative Chaos. That's going with me. My turquoise and blues and yellows mystery quilt that I did a while ago. That's going with me, and that was a good size one. And I'm still and I'm taking the PMQ one because it needs to be quilted because I have backing for that came with it. And then I might take a fourth one, a smaller one, to take and have it quilted. Because it's cut, like maybe I could take my Stronger Together, that last Stronger Together that I did, and get, because it's small enough, I can probably find a nice piece of backing for it in my stash and put it on the back of it along with a quilt label, because everything's got to have quilt labels on it. And then I could take a small one and have her do all of them at once, because she's already got me in her books. I'll drop everything off on the 30th of June, and then go back and pick up on the 2nd. I hope she don't run into any problems with my quilts. I'm hoping not. Denise says, no, there's still only 2 of us. What you talking about, Willis? I have been talking in here all afternoon. I wasn't talking about you, Denise. We have another Denise in here. We have 2 Denises in this channel right now. Are you taking the modern tumbling blocks? No, because Sherry is going to quilt that one for me, Andrea, because she's going to do custom quilting on it. There's 2 of my quilts that she's going to do for me. Will be custom quilted. And so it'll have to keep until I get to the States. Andrea, that quilt top in that pattern deserves special time with a quilter. Isn't that right, Sherry? It needs special love to make it to enhance it. Had I gone to the States this year, it would have gotten quilted this year, but since I didn't, it'll have to keep until I go, because I want to deliver them to her in person. And then maybe if they, depending on how much time I have, maybe they can get done and then I can bring them back home with me and then put the binding on them. So Sherry's doing two particular ones because I want her to custom quilt them. And the dragon fruit, she's also, well, actually, technically she's doing three, but two of them are custom and one is just edge to edge, which is the dragon fruit will be edge to edge because that's going to my granddaughter. But two of them I want custom quilted. Rita says, I wish Sherry was closer to me. I would love to watch her quilting in person. See this one hanging up behind me? Christina custom quilted it. So she did Starry Night quilting on the sky part of this. And then what she did with this part of the yeah. She took and used the same color thread on each one of these colors. And she put in geometric shapes in it. Sherry says, I'll give credit to you as the pattern maker. Yep. Because I just, so the quilt top you guys are here reading us discussing is a pattern I was testing for Andrea. It's modern tumbling blocks. And I did it all in batiks. And so I want to have it special quilted because it's gorgeous. It came out really good. Denise says, what you talking about? Willis is a famous phrase Gary Coleman would say in sitcom different. I don't even know what you mean by that, to tell you the truth. I don't know where you got the Willis thing from. I didn't say Willis. So I don't know what you mean. And since I didn't watch Different Strokes, I wouldn't even know what you're talking about. I wasn't a sitcom watcher. I'm sending you guys to Becca's. And how are you doing, Nina? Becca goes live in about 12 minutes, something like that. So I'll drop you over there in about 3 or 4 minutes ahead. because yeah, I plan on doing a long live tomorrow night, so I want to just take myself off the camera tonight and chill out and sew a little bit, and go watch William's live. Probably be on William's live more than likely. I haven't gone to look if I got a link or not, but yeah, I'm gonna watch Becca for a little while and then go hang out with William and them. And sew, because I want to sew, because I slept a long time today. All right, I got this part of the block done. Now I got to recut the bigger blocks so that I can do the square and a square. And we're going to need 4 3.5. All right. Andrea says you would have to watch different strokes to know. I knew immediately what she was talking about. Laugh out loud. And I am not Willis. Yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about. And I'm not going to go watch them because I've never been able to sit and watch any sitcoms of any kind. And then Sherry says featuring a pattern on a pre-record. Let them know they can purchase it through your email. Yeah, do that. And Nina says, I have been working with 2 designers for 9 solid hours. I am beat. And then Denise says, Willis is the brother in the sitcom. Sorry, I forgot about you not getting to watch some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I never, exactly, because I didn't have TV during my teenage years. None. And then it was a few years into my adult years before I finally did buy a TV. And now I'm a TV person, but I don't watch sitcoms at all. Prefer movies and TV shows that run an hour. Yeah, or PayPal or Cash App. Yeah, I mean, any of those can get your stuff purchased. That's what I would do, Andrea, like what she said. Show them off in your videos. And I'll make sure, Andrea, when we get the quilt quilted, I'll make sure to mention your pattern and everything in the video when I show everybody. And or if Sherry has time to record when she's quilting it, she can also advertise it. If she wants to. If you want it, you can come and get it. We watched the new Wuthering Heights today, says Queen. Oh, I've never heard of that one either. What's that about? I was watching something on Netflix the other day called The Vampire Diaries, and I don't know what to think about that one right now. I'm going to watch it for a little bit longer and see if I like it or not, because right now the jury's out. Tag them in your videos. Yes. What are you working on, Quilting Queen? And you told me, oh, Quinn, what are you working on? Do you have any project you're working on right now? Now I remember your name. You told me your name the other day when I asked. All right. Did you watch Twilight series? Yes. And to tell you the truth, I think I like Underworld better than I do the Twilight series. But I liked Twilight okay. It was all right. I wish they would do a TV series of the Anita Blake series, book series, but I realize there's too much in these books that might not qualify as TV material. But they would definitely make a cool TV series. Are you interested in one of the most, oh, that's my bot. Dang it. I can't wait to go sailing again this summer. It's going to be fun. Go out and commune with nature. Hey, Laura, how are you? Let me see what time it is because we're running out of time. Time to go. All right, what I'm going to do is remember, everyone, to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do you do with all that? You make something beautiful, or you go do something wonderful for someone else so that they are smiling, and you never know, that will change their world. So I'm just going to send y'all over to Becca, straight on over to her. So I will see you tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And remember to have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow on my live. Good night, everyone, because the time just ran out.